Let's see if the technology gods are kind to us now. Hey, everybody, it's Dana from the Running Drink podcast at runningdrink.net. It is my second attempt at the live stream tonight. I had a glitch just popped up and said it's disconnected from Facebook, so I had to restart. Hopefully everything's working okay. Hope everybody's having a great Tuesday.
It's Tuesday.
It is Tuesday. Amy's here with me. She's off camera checking Facebook to make sure things are working, and is going to be helping out from a distance. She is, I think, going to do her own running interval tonight kind of thing. Hey, Rhonda Lee is in the house. Hello, Rhonda Lee. Thank you for popping in. And we are going to be doing the same time of a run. I don't want to call it the same workout. It's going to be a different workout tonight. Tonight is week 5, day 1, since we did a redo of week 4. And we're going to be doing the same 30-minute run, but we're going to change up the intervals a little bit. We're going to go, instead of a 15:45, we're going to do a 20-second run, 40-second walk. It's just a difference in 5 seconds on the run and the walk. But what that does is it changes our interval from a 1-3 to a 1-2 ratio. So I'll be curious to see, how does that impact things like recovery? How does that impact things like our overall time on the road and pace? And it gives you, the people who might be watching this back later or who might be running along with me tonight, the opportunity to stretch a little bit, get outside of the comfort zone without it being crazy insane. Like I said, we're just looking at doing 5 seconds more of running. So we're talking 7 to 8 footfalls during that 5-second period, and 5 seconds less of walking, which would be only 5 steps less than what you might normally be accustomed to. Katie, hey, how are you? Are you at work? Hopefully you're not. So I have programmed my trusty Garmin with tonight's workout. I'm going to be starting that very shortly. We're going to, of course, book in the run with a 3-minute warm-up, 3-minute cool down. That way we're, getting the blood flowing in the muscles, and we're not starting cold if we don't have to. And let's see, find the run there. And Amy is going to be doing her own thing. She didn't want to, do the 20-40. I don't blame her. She is a 1-to-4 ratio girl. That's just.
I'm just not ready for it. Just not ready.
So.
But to everybody who's watching, I'm still going to be out here and monitoring the chat.
Megan's in the chat.
And Katie. And
Katie
Rhonda Lee.
is popping in from work. Rhonda Lee is popping in from Nova Scotia.
Right? Now this run is international.
It is international.
And Meg, how is your training for Wine and Dine going? That's what I want to know.
Let us know. So hopefully tonight's run, for anybody who might pop in, this will serve as a good training run for you. We're only going to be doing a total of 30 minutes on the run. 30 minutes running, 3-minute warm-up, 3-minute cool down. It's time to go.
Okay.
Let's do this. We're a little late getting started due to technical issues. So here it is.
Okay.
Boom.
Yeah.
I'm moving.
Oh my God.
Whoop. Hold on. There we go.
Hold on.
You're
waiting for me?
Oh, well, I'm waiting for you for the warm up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate
Meg says she got her 7-mile run in on Sunday.
Oh, I have to do that this coming weekend.
7 miles?
Yes, we did 4 this past.
You did extra credit this week.
I did. I was just supposed to do 2, and I did 4. And this coming weekend, I have to do, I think, either 7 or 8. Yeah.
I haven't looked this far ahead, or that far ahead in this program to see exactly what we have to do this weekend. So I'll let everybody know. I don't know what it is.
If your distance is shorter than mine, I'll probably start early. Maybe I'll do a little bit of an Instagram coffee chat.
Nice.
Since those have been woefully lacking.
The new schedule and workplace is not as conducive to getting out of the building in time to do 15 minutes in the car.
I have to get up earlier.
If you get up earlier, then no one's awake.
Well, that's true. But what do I do? I don't know.
Hey, Trip. Trip is with us.
Yay!
Trip, tonight we're doing a 20-second run, 40-second walk interval for a total of 30 minutes. It's a 3-minute warm-up that we're doing right now, and then we'll bookend this with a 3-minute cool down. So for those watching on the playback, that's kind of the plan for tonight. And that 1-to-2 ratio can be anything that you're wanting to do. So you want a longer interval? Great. Run for 1 minute, walk for 2 minutes. You want a shorter interval? Run for 10 seconds, walk for 20 seconds. You can totally change this however you want. But tonight we're playing with the 1-to-2 ratio. I want to see what everybody thinks of it. I want to see what I think of it. It's been a while since I've done it. I think I have a pretty good idea what I think of it, but I'll let y'all know.
Well, it is one that Rhonda Lee likes, as I recall. But maybe not. I don't know.
I believe you're correct.
So, but you have fun with that.
Yeah, Amy is not doing this, just to confirm.
Can confirm.
All right, we're 20 seconds out from getting this thing started.
And are you starting on a walking interval or
I'm
a running?
starting on a walking interval.
Oh, okay.
And Meg says she did a 1-to-1 for her long run. Good for you.
Golly. Meg and Jeff Galloway.
If you're sticking with me for any length of time, you see that I'm inching us ever closer to the 1-to-1 ratio. We're not there yet, but we're inching towards it.
Yeah.
Rhonda Lisa, sorry, missed that. Had to take the dog out.
It's necessary.
We were just saying that we believe that you like the 1-to-2 ratio.
The 20-40.
The 20-40,
Particular.
which is what we're doing tonight.
Yeah.
So we're about 10 seconds out from the first run interval.
Boy.
All right.
Okay.
Look at that sunset. Come on. Pretty awesome. And the weather's great tonight. And here we go.
Bye.
See you in a bit. I mean, the scenery is not too bad out here. The weather is gorgeous. With the sun being as low as it is, it's basically not really overcast is the wrong word, but no direct sun right now. So we should be done before sunset, but it's going to be very pleasant all evening. We have a bit of a breeze. You can kind of see in the trees, and temperatures now are down into the, I want to say we're down into the mid 70s. So yes, this is the rough equivalent of a cold front. Cheryl, hello. Here we go. So we have 30 running intervals tonight. Run number 2. And tonight we're doing 20 seconds running, 40 seconds walking, or a 1-to-2 ratio. Remembering, of course, to make sure that we're keeping strides small, quick turnover, shoulders over our feet. Gravity is not your friend when you're running. Yeah, they are pretty good. If we were a little closer to the water, we'd get the smell, but the view's not too bad. In the 40s, see, that's the dead of winter for us. It's nice to see some people putting Halloween decorations out. Trying to make sure my transition's nice and easy, nothing abrupt. Using those principles from the acceleration gliders. Y'all knows the theme as we go through this. Speed's great, but we want to work on form. We want to work on the execution, and the speed will eventually come. And that is, well, it's kind of funny. One of the books I'm reading for this challenge is called Atomic Habits. And the author talks a lot about, rather than focusing too much on your goal, focus on your process. So that's what we're doing. And oh, check it out, we're gonna run right by some nice Halloween decorations. There we go. Yeah, we have, it's kind of interesting. Right now we have a private pilot flying around the area, enjoying the sunset, doing a little sunset flight. And you can hear his motor as he's revving and dropping it down, and he's doing some banking turns. Oh, Trip, excellent. I'm so glad. Hopefully that kind of explained in more detail what I've been talking about. You know, this pilot's having a blast. Okay. Yeah, the main thing we want to focus on is execution and repetition of execution. You do that, you get your speed gain. You get through your race, and you get through it without injury. And that is the number one thing. Avoiding injury at all costs. I'm loving this weather. Oh my gosh, this is insanely nice right now. October's a weird month here in Florida. We actually tend to stay pretty warm through October and into November. There we go. Nice and easy. I just noticed myself also, thing we've mentioned before, making sure your footfalls, you're getting the right rhythm and turnover. And I just noticed I was starting to slow down, not out of tired or out of being tired, but I was paying attention to what's on the side of the road. And you don't want your walk interval to slow down so much that you eat up or squander any speed gains that your running segment gives you. Somebody's grilling in the neighborhood. I want to go make a friend. Oh, thank you, Meg. So glad you could pop in for a little bit. By the way, if you are popping in, please say hi, drop a comment, regardless of the platform you're on. We'd love to know. Tell us who you are, where you're from, and what you're running. Are you doing an interval? If so, what's your interval? If you're not, more power to you. I support runners of all types. Nice and easy transition. Amy's focusing on the positive, like grilled food. I'm smelling burgers. So right now, I'm a big burger fan. Even though any burgers I'm having right now are vegan. Even your veggie burgers are better grilled. Trish Martin, hey lady. Thanks for popping in. Speed walking is great too. We got humbled running with one of our members of the Runcation Nation. She's a practiced speed walker, and I mean, she had no quit for the duration of her distance. And you're like, man, that's no joke. So you should give it a try, Trish. We're no experts. Go to jeffgalloway.com, check him out. You get plenty of free resources on his website. He also has a book. Actually, he has many books, but he is a big proponent of the run, walk, run method. This way, you're kind of capitalizing on human physiology and the way human beings are designed to either run for short distances to catch food or to keep from becoming food. Oh, that's fine, Rhonda Lee. Thank you for coming in for a bit. I'm glad you could visit. The main purpose, of course, saying hi is great, but however we can motivate you and help you, and if that's just for a little friendly hangout time, that is super cool. We are on board. Don't forget, Thursday night, beer chat. Minus the beer right now. Join us, come hang out. We need you to class it up and give us international flair. The main purpose of me talking so much, aside from trying to make it a little more compelling video than just watching the side of my face as I run, is that whole adage that if you're talking, you're breathing. And what you don't want to do is get to the point where you're gasping and you can't talk or converse with your running buddy. So think of me as your virtual running buddy who's talking to you to make sure you're still good as you're trotting down the road. Now, we are almost to the halfway point. We are at segment 12. We're about to start segment 13. And we have 30 segments total. And here's Amy. Say hi. Say bye. That was a little abrupt. I can get behind not being food. Yes, we highly recommend that. Avoid saber-toothed tigers, or for those of us living in Florida, alligators and Florida panthers. We don't have a ton of Florida panthers right where we live, but they're pretty close by. And oh, I can smell the burgers again. You're killing me. You're killing me, Smalls. There's that sunset again. I mean, come on. It's a hard life, I know. And a little wildlife bunny. I don't need anything more exciting than that tonight. perfectly fine with that being the sum total of our wild encounters. Whew. I can feel the difference. I can already tell you. It's not the 5 seconds by itself. That is not the issue. The issue is cumulative over time, because you figure for every, I'm doing math while I'm running, we were doing 15:45s. For every 3 of these segments, we're actually doing an extra running segment if we were still in the 15-second running interval, because we've added 5 seconds. So over time, you're running, well, 33% more. And you're also walking 33% less. So it is something that builds up over time. But since this is the first day of the first week of this, what we're going to see is that body adapts. This gets to be the new normal. And next thing you know, the little bit of extra labor you hear in my breathing goes away, hopefully after the first week. So now, if you find that the run segment's okay, but you're not loving the walk segment, nothing says that the total of your run and walk segment have to add up 60 seconds. So you could literally do a 20-second run and a 45-second walk, and you're totally okay doing that. It's already dark here and chilly. What? Trish, where are you at these days? There we go. Smooth transition. Oh, please do, Trish, and report back. Let us know. Oh, you got to make dinner. Okay. That's next for us. Dinner, and then finishing some stuff up for the show to get this week's episode in the feed. And Amy is asking if I will do this at Wine and Dine. No, I don't think so. I think that, as is our tradition, running a Disney race, whoops, there we go. I want to make sure that we are running together. So I'll be running basically whatever interval you say we're running, dear. Especially if we plan on doing any live streaming from the race course, which may be, that may be a feat given the number of people that'll be out on the course and the amount of users absolutely hammering the cell phone towers and Wi-Fi hotspots in the area. That may pose a challenge on a technical basis, so we'll see. All right, we are at 18 segments in. We have 12 more to do. And here we go. Sorry, I didn't mean for you to be staring at the top of my head. I'm looking at my shoelaces. The last thing I want to do is eat it out here. A, hurt myself. B, drop my phone. So, trying to make sure I don't have my shoelaces coming untied. So yeah. Currently, Amy's asking again the question, what interval would I choose? I like the 1-to-4 ratio. I think that's probably my sweet spot. So 1-to-3 ratio. So a 15:45 is probably where I would land if I were choosing. I hear the dogs. I smell more burgers. So apparently, there's multiple people grilling tonight. They're killing me. Again, back over here to the best view of our sunset with the clearing here and no houses. We are 10 segments away from the finish. Tonight has been all about trying the 1-to-2 ratio, doing a 20/40, and I'll give some more thoughts towards the end. But since this is the first day of the first week we're doing it, I want people to embrace that you're probably going to be a little more tired today, regardless of how long your running interval actually is. Because what you're going to find is the amount of running that you do is cumulative, but the key is that your walk break helps you reduce that lactic acid, reduce the CO2 in your blood. So what you want to make sure of ultimately is that you have the right interval for you. I can see Amy in the distance. I'm waving at you, Aim. Here you go. The weather is prompting the grilling 100%. Too abrupt. I can always tell. Yeah. Like, ooh. You want that transition to be nice and easy. Guys, say hi, tell us who you are, where you're from, what you're drinking, what you're running, because I know not everybody's running tonight. That's okay. If you're having a tasty beverage, share it. Let me live vicariously through you. I've got 8 more running segments, and then I'm done. And here we go. Oop, I was a little early on that one, trying to ease the transition. See, it's not always perfect, but that's the beauty of it, especially as you're getting into longer runs. You're going to have ample time to practice. Amy is planning ahead. What's for dinner, everybody? I love it. We did pick up some corn on the cob for grilling later this week. We also have Impossible Burgers at home with killer vegan pretzel buns. I'm excited. Okay. Very nice. 6 more segments. And here's Amy. coming towards us. I'm going to probably turn around up here so that I can kind of end tonight close to our driveway. I've got a little more water to drink tonight for my challenge. Here we go. There we go. Oh, timed that one perfectly. Well, tonight is probably going to be, I made a mushroom soup with cauliflower rice. So it's going to be hardcore vegan tonight. All right, we are 25 out of 30 segments completed. Amy's in the distance, catching up to her. This will put us in the neighborhood of the house at least. But yeah, you can definitely feel the difference because we've been so used to doing the 1-to-3 ratio. Changing it up where you're reducing your walk by 5 seconds and you're increasing your run by 5 seconds. It sounds like a small change. Everybody should be feeling this at this point if you're doing the same interval, or if you've gone from a 1-to-4 or a 1-to-3 to a 1-to-2. I really want to know your thoughts. What do you think of it? How much of a difference are you feeling in your cardio? All right, 4 more segments. I'm running back towards the burgers. Nice and easy transition. All right. Hey, Aim.
You rocked me.
No, I cut that second lap short to kind of end it back here.
Oh.
How's it going?
Okay.
Yeah? Little IT issue?
Yeah.
She's nursing the IT band. All right. We'll see you towards the end.
Enjoy.
Whew. 3 more segments. Okay, nice and smooth transition. That is always the tough part. Especially, you'll notice, if you practice this, you'll notice that the more tired you get, the sloppier your transitions will get. So keep that in mind. Don't neglect to practice those acceleration gliders. All right. We're in segment 28 right now. So that means we have 2 more after this. Here we go. And I ended a little early, see? That's what happens right there. You get lazy, or rather tired, not lazy. Nobody lazy is getting out off the couch. You get sloppy with your form or your count, then that's what occurs. So practice what I preach. Focus on the mechanics, not leaning, short intervals, getting those footfalls in. All right, we're about to, I think, start number 29. Here we go. All right, we're recovering. Whew. All right. 30 out of 30. So I think we've got one more run segment after this. And we're good to go. Man, weather could not be more perfect. This is fantastic. It's drier than normal, though some of you from up north might not call it dry. Relatively speaking, it's glorious. And here we go. Run segment. And here we go. Transition. And we're in the cool down. That's it. 3-minute cool down. I'm probably not going to walk the whole thing. I'm going to stop the watch, let you guys know some of the vital statistics here. Spying a bunny up in the yard. So let's see what's up here. Give you guys some of the info, as it were. If you are still running, keep going. If you are in the cool down segment, make sure you're cooling down appropriately. I'm going to call this a moderate effort because I could definitely feel it, a little bit of a difference. Now, even though you are increasing the interval or the ratio, and you're going to feel a little bit more taxed at the end, you should be feeling like you're able to recover very quickly. Like me, for instance, right now, my biggest problem is not that I'm breathing hard. It's that my throat's dry. And I don't typically carry any kind of hydration for a short run like that. So, okay, so to give you guys an idea, we were at about 14 and a half minutes per mile on our last short run day. Today, by just moving that run segment, that walk segment by 5 seconds. So we're running 5 seconds longer and we're walking 5 fewer seconds. Okay. Switching that interval and switching the ratio, we have gone from like a 14:30 to a 14-minute 1 second per mile. A change in 5 seconds of running and walking just 5 fewer seconds made us 30 seconds per mile faster. Well, that's good. That is good. A little bit of heavy breathing right now. Remember, if you're at the point where you're gasping, like, feel free to be that person that talks to yourself on the run. Talk to me, out loud. If you couldn't envision us having a conversation while you're running, and I mean, it could be a little hard, a little challenging, but if you can't have a conversation while you're running, back it down a little bit. Don't push so fast. Remember, what we're shooting for is just 1.5 to 2 footfalls per second during your run segment. So again, 20-second run segment means you should have somewhere between 30 and 40 footfalls for 1 foot. So, pick either foot, and when that run segment starts, every time your right foot hits, count. And that's part of Jeff's not acceleration glider, the cadence drill. And doing the cadence drills helps you increase your turnover. So if you are having trouble getting to that 30 or 40 footfalls per segment, then shorten up that stride a little bit. And I noticed there were a couple of times out here tonight even that I was reaching a little bit. Back it off. You don't want to be reaching with your heel. You don't want that heel strike where you're pulling yourself forward, because that's a great way, again, to exacerbate things like your Achilles tendon, your IT band, your knee. You cause or get plantar fasciitis to swear up, or fasciitis. You can get your plantar fascia, screaming at you, and that feels like having a nail driven into the bottom of your foot. So we like to avoid that one at all costs. So if you're doing those things, I think you're going to find that your run is more comfortable, more enjoyable, and you're going to surprise yourself at how fast or how much of an improvement in your speed you're getting on these shorter run intervals. And we can even play, maybe next week we'll play with an oddball interval where we're doing, we won't do like where the run and the walk adds up to a minute. Maybe we'll go a little bit longer and just kind of experiment and see how that works for you. And I think you'll be really pleasantly surprised that just by sticking to this and pounding out, getting those paces right, you're in each segment, you're going to be really pleased with the improvement that you see in your time. So our main goal is, I want us to be better than 16 minutes per mile comfortably, so that if you decide to do something like, say, a Disney race, you're not going to have to worry about the balloon ladies and then ultimately the sweepers behind them. So yeah, Trip, if you're really pushing it and you're killing it, going faster than 40 footfalls in that 20 seconds, that's like a sprint. And you probably are just, it wouldn't surprise me, huffing, puffing. Yeah, back off. We're not there yet. We could maybe get there. There's some drills, some advantage to doing some drills like that. But, it's slow and steady at the moment. But you're going to be surprised at how fast, slow, and steady actually ends up being. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for tuning in, hanging out. If you're listening to this in replay, I would love to hear from you. Please, 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 please drop a comment. I read the comments after the fact. Amy's been trying to help me keep up with them tonight as well, and she's awesome for doing that. And don't forget, we will have a new episode in the feed later on this evening for you, and I think you're going to really enjoy that. And of course, new episodes every week at runeatdrink.net. Click on listen now. You can listen right there. But of course, please subscribe if you get the chance. We would love to be regularly delivered to your podcaster or podcatcher of choice. So, Trip, thank you for running tonight. Cheers to you. Get some water and hydrate. Next run is going to be same workout, 30 minutes, 3 minutes on each end. We're going to do the same interval. So we're doing this again. And that'll be Thursday night, weather permitting, 6 p.m. So I hope to see all of you back here really soon. See you later.